Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is May 10th, 2023, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that's updated every Thursday, and then go head over to the blog, hellocupcakeitsme.com, to check out all the other hoopla going on, and make sure that you follow me on social medias. And yeah, so how are you guys doing? Uh, I am doing okay. It is spring in full force today. Um, Not really happy about it because this weekend it's supposed to get up into the 80s, and I'm sorry, 80 is a temp or 80 is not a temperature. That's an age. So yeah, gonna have to bust out the fans and try to make the best of it. But anyways, um, yeah, it's a nice reprieve from the rain that we've been having. But I know without the rain, we go into extreme summers now. Like over the 16 years that I've lived here, it's gotten progressively hotter and hotter and hotter. Like the first couple of years that I lived here, it snowed on the 4th of July. And like, not saying that that's not still a probability because, you know, Washington does what it wants with its weather. But yeah, so we're getting the full force of spring slash summer happening to us right now, and I am not here for it. uh, but you know, it could be worse, and thankful to, like I said, have natural sunlight coming out and not having to need to use my sun lamp or take vitamin D supplements as much. But yeah. So last night at the TV tournament, trivia tournament, I was like, too many T's going on in my brain. But last night at the trivia tournament, I didn't think we were doing as well as we ended up doing, and I was really surprised when we got the results in today that said that we stayed in 4th place, gold division. So I was like, okay, so let's do this. Um, but yeah, it's the last couple of weeks I just have not felt like going, and it was just one of those like meh, like whatever. But yeah, so we kicked butt, and we got 3 or 4 more weeks before we start a new season or whatever. So I'm hoping that we can at least get into first place gold and possibly even get bumped up to platinum. Because if we could get bumped up to platinum, that's going to be way freaking cool and awesome. Considering that we were stuck in bronze division for like 22 decades and just are now in gold. So yay us. Um, and last night at the bar, I try to have like a little food or something like that because I'm not buying drinks. I'm not a drinker. Like, I'll have a glass of wine every so often or whatever. Um, but I just don't typically drink, so I try to always get some kind of food item. And running a little low on cash this month. I started the month out $40 in the hole, and you know, my finance situation being what it is, that $40 really does make or break me. But last night I was able to talk to the cook, and I was like, "Hey, question: could you make me something kind of special?" And she's all, "Yeah, what is it?" And I said, "I would really like just a plain cheese quesadilla." And she's all, "with like sauteed peppers and onions?" I was all, "Yeah, please." So she's like, "I got you." She comes out with this huge thing that has like this amazing like presentation. It's got um, It's got the quesadillas, and then on another little platter, it had chips, salsa, avocados, pickled onion, and sour cream. And I was just like, dude, you are the fucking best. And everyone's like, what is that? I was all, shut up. Shh. No, don't look at my food. Like, mine. So dinner last night was really amazing, and I didn't think that I was gonna like the pickled onions, but pickled onions with sauteed onions and bell pepper and sour cream on top of a quesadilla, um, chef kiss, okay? Like, I was there for all of it and really happy about it too. Um, so yeah, and I went to my physical therapy appointment on Tuesday also. So yesterday I went to my physical therapy appointment and spent most of the hour just talking about my aches, pains, ailments, like what's going on with my shoulder, what's going on with my elbow, what other issues that I want to get focused on, and so on and so forth. And I think I'm really going to like this therapist, like, well, yeah, physical therapist. So this physical therapist, I think I'm really going to like her because she seems to, one, not only know her stuff, but is a holistic healing approach to things. And I just felt vibey with her. Like, okay, I'm here. So, she did say that it looks like I do have the tennis elbow in this arm. And she also said that because of my range of motion in both shoulders, she does think that it's more of the diabetic frozen shoulder syndrome thing. And just that the little hook in your shoulder where all your muscles kind of attach to, that like some of those muscles may have like slipped. And she said that it's going to take her about 3 to 6 months to get it like worked out. And I was honest and upfront with her, and I said, you know what, I really need to let you know ahead of schedule before like anything else happens. That, and I told her about like being on a really extreme fixed income, and I'm like, if I have to pay any kind of copays whatsoever, I might not be able to see you because I cannot afford said copays. And she's like, you know what, I understand. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. So I came home yesterday and I called Medicare and told them what was going on, and they said as long as the physical therapy is like a medical necessity, that I have indefinite coverage for it. But if I was just going because my toe hurt, then no. But if I had a doctor sign off on the fact that I was going to see this physical therapist for my shoulder, for my arms, for my back, for whatever, that that would be taken care of. And then if I needed a rejection letter, that I could then get a rejection letter and then send that to Medicaid and get everything paid for that way. So I was like, okay, sounds good, let's do that. So happy in that regard. The other thing that kind of pissed me off though is, like, remember back when I was talking to you guys about like wanting to go to the chiropractor and then having to pay that like deductible before I could go so that I knew exactly how much money it was going to be? Come to find out, my deductible has been paid off since fucking January. So back when I had the money to go to the chiropractor, I could have done so. But because, life and bills and miscellaneous bullshit happening, I no longer have that money. So I now have to try to scrimp and save to get the money to now go back to the chiropractor. And before any of you get in my, like, inbox or whatever, and like, oh, well, maybe if you didn't go to play trivia, just shut that shit down. Trivia is about the only thing that I do for myself besides going to the movies every so often. So, yeah, I'm not stopping going to the movies. I'm not going to stop going to trivia. Those are, like, the two things that I really do for myself that isn't surrounded in these fucking four walls. So, yeah. That aside, there's really not been much else going on. Still working on my book, and got another 15 days worth of stuff all typed up today, and I got to go through and like edit that or whatever and make sure that it has the right consistency and the right flow for um, how the rest of the book reads. But I got that all set up and taken care of, and um, just kind of making plans for the weekend because it is supposed to be so nice and sunny and whatever. Um, I do know that I want to go swimming again, or like I want to go swimming this weekend. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to a lake or if I'm gonna go to the pool because the pool is open on Saturdays now. Um, I'm kind of filling the lake, but it depends on who I can get to like go out there with me, and also what my gas situation looks like because gas is at 4.44 a gallon, and yeah, a huge chunk of this month's budget went to putting gas into my tank, and really kind of hit me in the balls. So um, I don't know if I want to spend the money to drive the 60 plus miles because it's like 30 miles there, 30 miles back in gas, or if I just want to drive the 10 miles into town and go swim at the pool and then, do other stuff while I'm in town, like maybe go to the farmer's market or um, whatever. But yeah, gotta try to figure out what I'm doing for this weekend. But yeah, I've been um, all that aside, though, I've just been playing my video games on my Switch, watching movies. Over the last couple of days, I've watched The Pope's Exorcist. I've watched the new Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I went to the movies and saw that. Um, there's two other movies that I watched that just recently came out, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what they are right now. But Guardians of the Galaxy has now been out almost a week. It'll be a week this Friday. If you have small children or children who are really easily upset, do not take them to go see the Guardians of the Galaxy. Um, it is very dark and touches on a lot of animal cruelty and is kind of visually graphic. And so do not take your kids thinking that it's going to be like all the other Guardian movies. It's not. In this movie you explore Rocket's backstory. And if you don't know Rocket's backstory from like the comics or whatever, it's very gruesome, very violent, and very just very violent. So, you're not going to want to take your kids if they're very easily disturbed by, like, stuff like that. It is rated PG-13, but use your best decision making skills, because it bothered me. Like, some of the imagery and stuff, and like probably the first 30 minutes of the movie, I was just like, I was in tears. And there were several times throughout the movie where it like hit me hard to like see that, and I was just like, So, anyways, that's my only recommendation movie wise. And The Pope's Exorcist, it was good for what it was, but seeing Russell Crowe pretend to be a Spanish priest taking on the forces of hell, I'm just like, really? No. But like I said, it was good for what it was, and then the other two movies, I just cannot for the life of me remember what they were, because for most of them I was playing video games while it was on, and I've been playing Yoshi's Island on Super Nintendo, and I've also been playing the Super Mario Brothers for Super Nintendo, and going through and unlocking all of the hidden areas and stuff like that. And I was watching some YouTube videos about like super secret hidden worlds, not realizing that they were hacked or like they were ROM files or whatever. So I was trying to recreate it, and then I realized this is a hacked ROM file. I was like, damn it! Like, I was like, oh, all these years later, and there's parts of this game I haven't opened up yet. So I was a little disappointed in the fact that there wasn't like this super secret area, and that was the name of it, Super Secret Area. And but yeah, just having fun, moving along, revisiting those games, and just dorking out, I guess. And then the other thing I've been doing is I've been cooking a little bit more, like getting more like back into the swing of cooking and doing like homemade meals and stuff like that, and cleaning. There used to be 2 shelves of Funko Pops like right here on this side, and I took like an hour and a half on Sunday. I took like an hour and a half Sunday, and I took all of the Funko Pops off of one shelf and put it on the other shelf, and oh my god, like, they collapsed on me 2 times, and shit was just in my way. My back was hurting. I had Charlie horses. I broke a couple of nails. Like, my nails aren't really long as it is, but like, to break them, it went down past the cuticle on a couple of them. I was just like, oh. But yeah, so I got that part kind of cleaned up now, and I got to go through and get some more stuff out of there, and got to really work on. I think I'm going to be focusing this weekend on doing my dining room and getting all the crap out of my dining room that doesn't belong in there, and maybe even tackling my freezer. I have a big stand-up freezer, and there's a bunch of like freezer burnt meat and stuff in there that I just got to take the L on. And there's a lot of people around here that like to take the freezer burnt meat and offer it to their animals and stuff like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just make a post saying, hey, going to have a bunch of freezer burnt meat. If you guys want it, first come, first serve. It's going to be out on the porch. Here's my address. And call it good. So, anyways, but I think that's enough for now. I'm going to quit rambling on. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And if you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe. That thumbs up right there. It's a good thing. It makes you happy. Head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast. I am putting a lot of energy into that. I would love feedback. And yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.